I decided to take a break from filming river towns and small towns in the Midwest, and I decided to take a trip overseas. So last night I landed in Istanbul, Turkey. I love Turkey. I love the history here. I love the culture, and there's just so much to dive into. I just felt like it was a great place to come explore. I had some time off. I just took a trip. Landed last night. It was crazy. The local soccer team won. Forgive me, I forget the name. And it was pure pandemonium here last night. I'm actually headed on a ferry to another continent. In Istanbul, you can go to 2 continents really quickly. Some cities you can cross a river, maybe see across to another state. Here you can do continents, east versus west. One part of the city is in Europe, the other in Asia. So we're gonna take advantage of that day one and just kind of wander around. No particular agenda to go to. We're just gonna kind of go explore, have fun. So come with me, we're heading toward the Galata Tower. I know I'm gonna chop all these words up, you have to forgive me. But I'm heading towards the famous tower. It's kind of a touristy spot, but I figured that's where we could kick off, maybe get a cup of coffee. I'm going to be chopping up these names, so if anybody's watching from Turkey, I apologize. I'm learning as I go. The neighborhood that we're going to go to, I believe, is something along the lines of Karaköy. It's a neighborhood where the ferry's at. I can only try to pronounce it in English for now. So I visited various places of Turkey before, but never Istanbul. Been to Anatolia along the coast. This has a little more grit, you know, as most cities do, which I like. I like this urban vibe. You see graffiti, you know, the streets are narrow. Every alleyway is something new to explore. I started off doing walking videos as my YouTube channel. I was kind of getting away from that so I can kind of do this, but this would be a great place for just a walking tour, I think. So we made it to Simichiga, Galata, saying it wrong again, but it's right behind me here, and it looks like a kind of cool local spot. It was recommended to me, and we're gonna come in here and see if we can find something yummy to keep us going for the day. Can I get a Turkish tea and then something more traditional, like simit? Yes, one please. Thank you. The good thing is I have some simit, which, if I remember correctly, last time I was here, was a common thing that you might eat in the morning. No Turkish morning breakfast, to me, wouldn't be complete without some Turkish tea. These are usually hard and cold. Probably if you're maybe coming from America, you want something more warm and soft. I like to do as the locals do. I was just coming through, and looks like a pretty cool big diner. It still looks like that there's locals here too, so it must be pretty good. I thought I would just come and kind of check it out real quick. Wow, so much stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm already in heaven. I love you, Turkey. Look at all those olives. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm definitely going to be getting some of this real quick before we go. Fresh honey, spices, cheeses. We're going to get some things, I think, while we're here, because they have so much proteins and yummy stuff. I think we need to maybe get a couple samples, get a little fuel before we go, because we're in no rush.
Bana da bir hellim sucuk, bir sahanda sucuk, bir sahanda
All right, here's our little food platter that we got. It's got some different meats, cheeses. That's a white cheese, I know, like a goat cheese almost. So they hooked it up with the different cheeses. Oh, they even brought some bread and some string cheese. Look at all the fresh olives and tomatoes. And then, of course, a Turkish tea. Oh, so good. It's so nice to be back in Turkey. I love the food just because it seems like they really are passionate about it. Everything's super fresh. When people are out and about eating and drinking tea, it's like really part of their life and their lifestyle. They don't just eat and then get up and leave. They stay when they can, they talk. It's a little bit of a celebration of life, it feels like. This has like some kind of nuts in it of some kind, which is really good. Tastes almost like oh man. I'm telling you, when I travel like Italy and Turkey, their cheeses, they just taste more fresh. I don't know if it's just because I'm excited and being at a new place, but it just seems to taste different. So for breakfast a lot, I know if I remember in Turkey, they have a lot of olives for breakfast, like cheese and olives, bread. And I like that. It's not something that we commonly see in America, I don't think, for breakfast, but I enjoy it. So we're getting closer to the stairs where we're going. I can see some mosques in the distance that I'm guessing we'll see at some point today. Getting more close to the water, which means that we're probably getting close to the ferry as well. Definitely got to be careful here. Traffic isn't always so friendly. Just because you're walking doesn't mean you have the right of way here. Heading towards the ferry, but I figured we'd stop at this Baklava spot. Hi, it's Kiki. Hi, Kiki. Ah. Oh. Okay. You're always waiting for the street cat to tell you that's enough and claw you away. I'm not trying to get cat scratch fever in Istanbul. Pottery action. All right. Here we go. Baklava. Hello, sir. Good morning, everybody. Oh, yeah. Pistachio for days. Look at that. Oh. We got some baklava. This one is like more of a traditional pistachio with pistachio inside. And then this one that he recommended is pistachio cream inside this bad boy. Then they recommended to get a little lemon juice. Freshly squeezed, of course. And it's quite refreshing after like the coffee and the breads this morning. Of course, walking around, getting my steps in. It tastes great. I think, well, again, this is a little bit more, I don't want to say touristy, but it's a little more higher end. I got the baklava and the juice, and I think it was like maybe $8. So a little pricey. I'm spending a little bit more, but I am in Istanbul and I am in the touristy kind of places. But you know, when you're in Istanbul, you got to go for it a little bit. Wow. Literally melts in your mouth. All my baklava lovers out there, eat your heart out. Istanbul, so far so good. Having a wonderful time just walking around, checking things out, getting the pulse, getting the vibe. I'm really excited to hit this ferry. Okay, we just got done eating some baklava and we're getting ready to get on a ferry, hopefully. It's a beautiful day. I mean, it's perfect. Probably will be even a little chilly on the water, I would think. Really cool architecture. And a lot of construction going on everywhere, as in most cities. Rebuilding, new stores moving in. One thing about Turkey is you will see Turkish flags everywhere.
Allah.
Like, they are nationalistic. I think people have a pride here. They're proud to be Turkish, and they should be. So you see there, that's Ataturk. And they have photos of him everywhere. The best way I could explain Ataturk is he's like the American version of Abraham Lincoln. Like the president that everybody loves. But in Turkey, they have him everywhere. Even at sports events, they'll have the flags and then they'll also have Ataturk. It's amazing. They have other like private ferries that you can go to, but I guess this one is more like a local one where you see a lot of locals taking it. Kind of like Chicago. You can take the tourist ferry boat ride or you can take the taxi. The taxi used to be a hidden secret. Now it's more touristy as well. ancient name of this place was Chrysopolis, I learned, which means city of gold. It is one of the oldest inhabited areas of Istanbul. This place is known for its deeply spiritual energy. Maybe we could go find a mosque or something historical while we are here.
Al sen ver gel. Elini uzat tamam mı? Ama resim çekmeyeceksin. Kaldır elini. Kaldır yukarıya. Kaldır. Parti yiyecek. Ha. Çocuğa zarar vermesin. Yok vermem.
Super cool. So the fishermen are getting a little bit of bait and the kids are feeding it to the seagulls. People are, you know, here relaxing, enjoying themselves. It is a gorgeous day here. It's just a perfect day to take a ferry ride, come explore. So across there is Istanbul.
Galata Tower.
A lot of the girls and women are so well dressed.
Biz niye bulduk?
Okay, we're gonna go check out this little cafe where sometimes locals, I heard, like to play backgammon, which is a popular game here in Turkey. Little plug, if you're watching this, I don't make a lot of money off these videos yet. I don't have any sponsors. It's just me and my own pocketbooks. So if you're watching this, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna try to keep it interesting on this channel, go different places, kind of just wing it most of the times, but sometimes do deep dives. If you want to keep posted on what I'm doing, you got to hit that notification button. That's how you get alerted when I am doing stuff. The cool thing about doing this is, like, my goal is I quit my job and doing this full time. It's because life is short. I got burned out on my job. Had a little time and thought, man, what would I really want to do? And what I really want to do is travel and meet people. You know, I might not be able to make money off this now, but if you like and subscribe and comment, it's a great way, because we probably met along the way maybe, and I love to keep in contact. So this is a great way for me to meet people and just to stay in touch. There's a old mosque. That place must be super old. But here we made it to the Hasi Cafe Lounge. So really cool spot. Of course, across the river from Istanbul. Not too far after you get off the ferry, if you walk down the coast, there's this cafe here. They have outdoor seating. It's along the river, the water. You can see Istanbul from across the way. Definitely a cool place to kind of sit and regroup if you cross the river. Maybe you walked a lot, had a long day. So I'm gonna sit here and chill out, regroup, and drink some tea. I decided we might as well take our time over here and see some things, some old buildings, mosques. So now we're headed over to a place that I think is kind of interesting. Again, I'm gonna chop up the name, but it looks like it's Sultan Kami. It's not too far from here. And it's a place that was built by a famous Ottoman architect, Mimar Sinan. It's supposed to represent female power and vision. And it's directly across from another mosque that we can check out. So we're gonna go over there and check out some history. That's cool. Everybody's taking photos here. All right, well, bad news is I was going way out of the way, which is easy to do here. Good news, I walked up the stairs, saw a cool view, met a gentleman who knew where the mosque was, and since I was so high up, I could see it. So I was close by there earlier, but I also got to walk down by the tugboat and all that, so getting my steps in. Now we're headed back towards the mosque.
Yok oğlum bende.
So navigation had me leave. I was actually sitting right next door to this place, and they had me walk about an hour in the wrong direction, but I found it. It looks like there's a little graveyard here. to come over here and this, you know, spiritually renowned historical place, I thought it was really good to at least kind of go check out a couple of the old mosques here. And they're very peaceful. People are coming there for prayer, but they're also coming there to just sit and relax and drink tea along the coast. It's a very peaceful area. There's a lot of people here, obviously, but it's still very peaceful. So a mosque by the sea, really. I decided to adapt and, oh, this place is cool. More traditional kind of setting. I remember seeing places like that more in Antalya or out in towards Fethiye, I think, when I was in Turkey. Anyways, I decided to try to get a taxi to the mosque and then have him wait for me and bring me back down here towards the ferries. So I found a taxi cab driver and he's taking me to this mosque. Most people didn't even know where this place was. It's not as common as a mosque, but stubborn me got an idea, and now I have to go. Eddie's got to go. We made it, and I wish I had more time to actually spend here. This is built in 1640 by Kosim Sultan. And there's supposed to be blue and white tile somewhere, but I don't see any blue and white tile. Well, I think over the years, the original tiles have become damaged or removed, possibly, because I have the right place. And that's something that's common for those blue tiles. I know that from going other places. But I wanted to just make sure that I did come see this place. Hate to just come and go. I actually would like to sit here and drink some tea and relax. And a fountain here. A lot of times they wash their feet or wash themselves in different ways, but you can see nobody's here. Very quiet mosque. There were some old timers there for a minute, relaxing. Good sanctuary away from the chaos, just a few streets down. It would have been one heck of a... Hi there. How's it going? Hi, Eddie. Hey, merhaba. Very nice place. It's very nice. Do you come here and sit? You can sit here a lot? Relax? Yeah. Thank you. So, I wish I spoke a little better Turkish. I could have some cool conversations, but that's on me. I like this place. I like these quiet, obscure. Ciao. Anyways, I like these kind of places where it's quiet and relaxing. Hopefully my taxi's still here. Let's go see. Well, we are headed back toward the ferries and down by the water. I think I got the mosques that I wanted to get in today. I didn't get to spend a lot of time there. That last one I would have liked to spend more time at, but we did cover some of the historical mosque over here that I thought was necessary. I'm going to be here for 5 more days here, I think. So hopefully we can find some more chill neighborhoods too, a little more laid back. That'd be cool. Do got some food. I'll show you here. So we got some breads, and then they got me some Turkish coffee, a little bit of Turkish delights, and then I'd never even eaten sardines before, but I decided to give it a whirl. Yeah, just here enjoying the ambiance.